Did I cross a line by refusing to save Christmas for someone else's kids? I'm a woman in my late 30s with 2 young children of my own, both still in grade school, and we live very carefully within our means. Every dollar is planned, every bill accounted for. By early December, my partner and I had already stretched ourselves to make sure our kids' Christmas was covered. Gifts wrapped and tucked away. Around the same time, a close family member, someone I grew up alongside, was barely surviving after losing her spouse unexpectedly just a few months earlier. She has 2 toddlers, and the loss shattered her ability to function in ways I can't even fully describe. Since the death, I've done everything I could to hold things together for her. I took her children with mine to fall events when she couldn't get out of bed, kept them for weekends so she could sleep or cry without an audience, and showed up whenever she called in the middle of the night. When the holidays started approaching, she admitted she couldn't bring herself to shop at all, so the family quietly stepped in. I bought gifts for her kids on top of my own, even though money was already tight, because the idea of them waking up to nothing felt unbearable. Then life hit my household too. I was involved in a minor accident. No injuries, thankfully, but the repair costs were brutal. Between that, groceries, and rent, we were suddenly counting pennies just to stay afloat. Not long after, she called me in tears, saying she didn't think her children had enough for Christmas morning. I tried to explain calmly that I had truly done all I could, that there simply wasn't any extra money left. I even suggested ordering a few more things online to arrive after the holiday if shopping felt impossible. That suggestion upset her deeply. She insisted that anything arriving late would ruin Christmas and accused me of not understanding how important this was. That conversation broke something in me. I felt like all the nights, favors, money, and emotional labor I poured into helping her survive were suddenly invisible because I couldn't magically create more. Other relatives had already contributed as well, but somehow it still wasn't enough. I know grief makes people desperate and irrational, and I don't blame her for hurting, but I also can't ignore how small and guilty she made me feel for having limits. I'm exhausted, financially strained, and emotionally torn between compassion and resentment. I never promised to replace what she lost, only to help where I could. Am I wrong for finally saying I can't give more, even when children and Christmas are involved?